Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. Welcome to your weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Mr. G with you one more time on this Monday afternoon. So let's jump into the weather forecast and take a look at the first map we have up for today. And this is what we're going to be looking at as we get to the middle of the week, like Tuesday into Wednesday. As things are pretty quiet out there on your Monday, not a whole lot to talk about out there right now, but let's take a look at our forecast for the days ahead. And we're going to see a nice drop in the jet stream over the western half of the United States and a pretty high amplitude ridge over the east. So that is going to bring low pressure down over the Rockies, and that's going to bring a lot of snow out over the Rockies as well, and into the upper Midwest, in the high plains, that's the upper Midwest. But we're going to see that snow moving to parts of the high plains. So Denver and parts of eastern New Mexico is going to be seeing a little bit of snow. And we're going to also see a bit of snow across the western plains of Nebraska and the Dakotas as well. We're going to also see that some snow over the plains of Montana and the state of Wyoming. So get ready for a little bit of winter out in the west and a little bit of spring out in the east for the time being, because those prevailing conditions will change as well. And here's a look at that snow that we're going to see across parts of the western United States right now. And we're going to see that snow falling over the Rockies into the southern Rockies, and we're going to see some of that snow over the high plains as well. So eastern Colorado, eastern Wyoming, eastern Montana, and then over western Nebraska, parts of western Kansas, maybe parts of Oklahoma, North Texas, and eastern New Mexico might see some of that snow as well. And then here is a look at that we're going to see in today in your Tuesday forecast, as we see some snow moving across the Rockies and into the high plains. And we're going to see some rain up into parts of the central plains, into Nebraska, parts of Kansas, and Missouri, and parts of Iowa. We're going to see some rain out there as we head into the Tuesday and Wednesday time frame. And then here is that Wednesday time frame, as we see a little bit heavier rain movement across the plains and parts of the Midwest, and we're going to see that snow over the Rockies here. So that snow is going to fall over parts of southern Utah, northern Arizona, northern New Mexico, southern Colorado, and we're going to see the Four Corners picking up some snow. And we're going to see that snow continuing into Friday across the Four Corners. But we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms moving in across Texas and Oklahoma. This green is going to be showers and thunderstorms and some severe weather down there across the southern plains, as we get a dry line set up across the high plains, and we're going to see that severe weather break out down across that region as well. So here is going to be your weekend, the St. Patrick's Day weekend outlook across the country, what the prevailing conditions are going to be. And we're going to see it a lot cooler across the east. So we're seeing those temperatures in the 60s today across the upper Midwest. We're looking at a high of 69 today across the Twin Cities here in Minnesota. So very warm weather across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. But by the time we head into St. Patrick's Day weekend, we're going to see that pattern flip-flop. We're going to see that warmth out west and much cooler temperatures out in the east. And we're going to see those temperatures drop at least 30 degrees in a lot of places across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest and into parts of the east. So get ready for that pattern change. And we're going to see that pattern change where we're going to see a little bit cooler weather temperature outlook as we get later in the week and into the beginning of next week. We're going to see it much cooler out in the east and much warmer out in the west. But we're going to see dry weather continue. Dry weather will continue across the Midwest and the upper Midwest. A little bit wetter down across the Southwest and along the deep South. We're going to see that rain over Southern California, down across the Southern Plains, the deep South into Texas, the southeast, the Gulf Coast, and the southeastern U.S. into the mid-Atlantic, including the state of Florida, where we're going to see that rain continue as we have those storm systems traveling along the southern jet stream, as we have a split flow across the country with very weak systems moving across right now. Very progressive, fast-moving systems that's going to bring shots of severe weather across the deep south and the southern plains and into the southeast as well. We're going to see those shots of severe weather. And then a little bit of cooler weather. Now, I wouldn't call it record cold or anything like that, but we'll see a nice breaks change in the weather. Currently, this is what we're seeing now, where we have very warm air moving up from the south. And that warm air is being pulled all the way into eastern Canada. So that warm air is coming across the upper Midwest, into the Great Lakes, into southern Canada, and much of the east. We're going to see that warm air. But in the west, at this time, we have a nice trough out west. And that trough is going to make its way to the east. And with that trough is going to bring with it that snow from the Rockies. And that snow is going to move out into the plains, where that warm air is going to tap into it. And we're going to see those thunderstorms down across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana. We can see thunderstorms break out as that storm system moves out of the Rockies and into the plains and into parts of the Midwest. And here is what we're going to see as we head into your Thursday. Now, Thursday, that storm system is going to make its way across the plains, and it's going to bring those severe thunderstorms. So we're going to see after so we're going to have a quiet start to the week, but then we're going to see that cold front move out of the Rockies and into the plains and the parts of the Mid-South. Then we're going to see that moisture get tapped into over the Gulf of Mexico and that dry line across the plains. So we're going to see those thunderstorms. So we're going to see severe thunderstorms with damaging winds and large hail, maybe some tornadoes might be possible as well, and very heavy rain that can lead to some flash flooding. So we're going to be dealing with that down across the southern plains and parts of the deep south, maybe even the mid-south and to parts of the Midwest. We're going to see the potential for some severe weather as we head in toward the Thursday, Friday term frame. This is what we're going to see on Thursday, where we're going to see that dry line set up right here across parts of central Texas and to Oklahoma. So we're going to see that dry line, in which is the classic setup for severe weather in early spring across the southern plains and the deep south. It's typical to see that dry line set up over central Texas, maybe sometimes over southern New Mexico, parts of Oklahoma and Colorado. The dry line could set up. This time it's going to be over Texas, and that's going to set the stage for some severe thunderstorms across East Texas into Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. So get ready for that next round for severe thunderstorms after that dry line setup. So these are some of the metros going to be under the gun for severe weather on Thursday. Austin, Waco, Dallas, Shreveport, Texarkana, Fort Smith, Arkansas will all be under the gun for some severe weather on your Thursday. So we're going to see that those showers and thunderstorms break out across the deep south on your Thursday. And this is going to be the precipitation forecast. So this is the forecast for 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time on Thursday. We're going to see those showers, thunderstorms across East Texas into parts of northwestern Louisiana like Shreveport and central Arkansas near Little Rock. We're going to see those severe thunderstorms as well. And then as we get into your Thursday, especially in the evening hours, Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m., we're going to see those thunderstorms going off right here across Arkansas and Louisiana, parts of Mississippi, East Texas, Oklahoma City and Tulsa and eastern Kansas as well. We're going to see those showers and thunderstorms and some of that severe weather breaking out on your Thursday, and then on Friday that rain is going to move further across the south. Well, that's going to begin to move into Georgia. We're going to see over Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, East Texas, Oklahoma. Will continue to see those showers and thunderstorms, and we're going to see some pretty heavy rainfall where we can pick up as much as 3 inches through some parts of southern Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and East Texas. We're going to see that heavy rainfall where we can see as much as 3 inches. And here is where we're going to be seeing that pattern change on the way for Wednesday on March the 13th. We're going to see that high pressure will keep things warm across the south, but we're going to see that trough out toward the west, and that upper level area flow pressure is going to begin to try to push its way across toward the east. But here's our temperatures that we're going to see across parts of the Great Lakes in the Northeast and the upper Midwest on your these are going to be your forecast for temperatures for tomorrow and Wednesday across parts of the Midwest and the East and the Great Lakes. And we're going to see those temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Look at that. Minneapolis is 61 on Wednesday, 65 on Tuesday. We're going to see very warm temperatures down across Texas, where we can see Dallas hit a high of 83 on Wednesday, and we're going to see a lot of 70s across much of the East as well as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday. And let's see, okay, let's go the right direction here. So here is our pattern change that we're going to see on Thursday. We're going to start to see cold and snow move out across into the plains. All right. And then we're going to see that colder air move into the upper Midwest. So we're going to see those temperatures where we're seeing them in the 60s, maybe even in the 70s. We get close to that 70, but we're going to see those temperatures come back down into the 30s and 40s prior. So maybe just about average for this time of the year. In March, we still see those temperatures in the mid-30s here in the Twin Cities. And we're going to see those temperatures probably stay a little bit above, but get closer, much closer back down to average for this time of the year. So as we head into your Monday next week, on the 18th, we're going to see those highs in the 30s across the Minnesota, Minneapolis area. Upper Peninsula, Michigan, will see those highs in the 20s up in Marquette. Pittsburgh is going to be in the 40s, Chicago in the 40s, and those 40s also will expand out to Kansas City. But down in Dallas, they're going to remain in the 60s, 50s in Tennessee and Nashville, 60s across Georgia, down there in Atlanta. So we're going to continue much cooler temperatures, but still a bit on the mild side. Not much in the way of precipitation to be had other than the round of severe weather and the wet weather across parts of the South. So that is your weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. Thank you for watching me today. Leave me a like, your comments. Feel free to subscribe and let me know what you think of my maps today, the new maps that I'm trying out today. So let me know what you think. Leave me your likes, comments, and subscribe to me on TikTok and YouTube. I will see you all again tomorrow evening. Have a great day, and bye-bye.